Most people don't fail with Neville Goddard's teachings because they lack belief. They fail because they are trying too hard, repeating affirmations late at night, visualizing until their mind feels tired, constantly checking their emotions, wondering if they are doing it right. And when nothing changes, a silent thought appears. Maybe this works for others, but not for me. If that thought has ever crossed your mind, this message is for you. Because Neville's most misunderstood law was never about forcing belief. It was about identity. And once this clicks, something inside you finally relaxes. Most people think Neville taught this. Imagine what you want, feel it deeply, repeat it until reality responds. But when applied this way, it becomes exhausting. You start monitoring yourself. Am I feeling it strongly enough? Did I visualize correctly? Why hasn't it happened yet? And the moment you ask those questions, you have already left the state. Neville never taught effortful creation. He taught state occupancy. He didn't say, convince yourself you are something. He said, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. That's not strain, that's placement. Here's something rarely acknowledged. Many people secretly feel tired of working on themselves, tired of affirmations, tired of techniques, tired of feeling like one mistake in mindset will ruin everything. And that tiredness creates guilt. Why can't I just get this right? Neville never intended this work to feel heavy. If it feels heavy, it's being applied incorrectly. Because the law does not respond to effort, it responds to being. Here is the law finally explained as Neville meant it. You don't get what you want, you get what you are identified as. Your world is not reacting to your desires, it's reacting to your self-concept. A person who is secure doesn't search for proof of security. A person who is loved doesn't chase reassurance. A person who is abundant doesn't worry about timing. They move differently without trying to, and reality mirrors that automatically. Here's the subtle paradox. Trying to feel something you don't believe reinforces the identity of lack. When you force emotion, you confirm absence. When you chase belief, you strengthen doubt. Neville understood this deeply. Reality shifts after acceptance, not before it. You don't feel fulfilled to make something happen. You feel fulfilled because the state no longer argues with itself. And when that inner argument ends, movement begins. Stop asking, how do I make this happen? And start asking, who would I be if this were already true? Not what you would visualize, not what you would affirm, but how you would move, how you would respond, how you would treat yourself. Calmer, less reactive, less desperate. You don't need to hold this state all day. Neville never said that. He said, enter the state, impress it upon the subconscious and let it go. No obsession, no monitoring, no pressure. When you stop forcing, something changes. You stop trying to manifest and life starts cooperating. People respond differently, opportunities appear naturally, timing improves without explanation. Not because you control reality, but because you stopped resisting it. This is why Neville said, the world is dead and you are the operant power. That doesn't mean empty, it means neutral. It reflects whatever state you occupy faithfully. Here's the truth most people never hear. You were never meant to convince the world. You were meant to decide who you are. The moment you stop chasing proof, the moment you stop forcing emotion, the moment you stop identifying as the one who waits, reality moves quietly, naturally, inevitably. And one day you will realize something that feels almost gentle. You were never creating a new life, you were returning to yourself.